listeners, marketing is so much more than just promoting your business. It's about building genuine, meaningful connections with your audience.
And as printing companies started to adopt the new technology, the business I was in was sort of fading away. We didn't need that service anymore.
Marketing service often they come in two flavors. One is that is self-managed or fully managed.
The most important foundation of your digital marketing presence is your website.
Right.
Okay?
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, where we bring you insights from industry leaders to help small businesses thrive. Today, we delve into the world of marketing transformation and discuss how businesses can leverage cutting edge strategies to maximize their growth. Our guest is Edward Radonic, the founder of Radonic Communications Inc., who brings over 28 years of experience in marketing for the travel, tourism, and digital sectors. Through Radonic Plus, he has spearheaded innovative campaigns for organizations like destinations, hotels, airlines, and tour operators. A serial entrepreneur, Edward has founded 9 firms, earned Marketing Magazine's top 50 status, and guided his agencies to win multiple awards, including INC Magazine's Canada's fastest growing companies. Post COVID, Edward founded the Radical Digital Agency to empower small businesses to harness the power of digital marketing with an easy, cost effective, do it yourself marketing tool chest at their disposal with help and training from seasoned marketing professionals. So without further ado, let's welcome our guest, Edward. Edward, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you with us. How are you?
Oh, very good. Thank you for having me.
Very thrilled to have you with us, Edward, and we're very honored to learn from your expertise in marketing strategies for small businesses because, Edward, marketing is an ever-evolving field, and staying ahead of trends requires adaptability and vision. So really, let's start by exploring your inspiring journey. Edward, you've been in marketing for decades and worked with some of the biggest names in travel and tourism. Can you share how your career evolved and the pivotal moments that shaped it?
Yeah, it goes back quite a few years. I'm older than I look, I hope.
Yes.
Way back in the early 90s, we go back even before the internet, or just the beginnings of the internet, way before social media. I was involved. I got into the computer business. Computers were just becoming something that people were purchasing for their homes. The early days, small businesses were just buying their first computers. And I decided to delve into that business. That was my first business, building, assembling computers and selling them. I was still in school at the time, selling them to students and small businesses. Ironically, like 35 years later, one of the computers that I sold to my first small business client, I'm still working with them today. They're one of my suppliers now. And whenever I walk in there, I joke about how I sold them their first computer. Especially the new employees are like, "Oh, when was that?" And I said, "Probably before you were born."
Right.
In any case, but that kind of evolved into the graphics industry. My office was located down in King and Dufferin, which is now known as Liberty Village. Everybody knows it as a creative hub. Many designers and creative people down there. And you kind of need to be flexible and keeping your eyes open and evolving as opportunity presents itself. At the time, I found myself in this area, a large demand for graphic services. Again, this is the early days before digital. Most marketing and advertising was print. Printing companies had not yet embraced digital. Designers were early adopters. They were getting into the Macintosh realm of desktop publishing, and there was like the space in the middle where designers wanted to give their designs on computer disk. I feel so old saying that. And the printing companies were like, "What's that?" And a little niche evolved called the Graphic Service Bureau, and my business pivoted from the computers into what is still driven by the computer industry evolving into the graphic industry, and I was able to fulfill that gap and provide those services where we would convert digital files to film for printers, do color scans and color proofs and things like that. Um, Evolved into that industry, serving graphic designers really. Um, and then at that time, I met my business partner, who we weren't partners yet with. He was creative director at a graphic agency. His name is Ross Rogers, and he was looking to go out on his own and start his own marketing agency. And as printing companies started to adopt the new technology, the business I was in was sort of fading away. We didn't need that service anymore. And I was looking for the next thing. What will I get into next? Um, and I met Ross, a brilliant designer, excellent creative director. He wanted to start his own agency, and he just came to me for some advice and said, Ed, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to quit my job, get a $50,000 mortgage on my house. We're talking 30 years ago. It was a lot of money. It is today as well. And get into business for myself. And he said, what do you think I should do? And I said, well, tell you what, I don't think you should quit your job. I don't think you should get a mortgage. Um, well, how are we going to do it then? And I said, well, how about we bootstrap it, meaning let's not get into big debt. I'm already on my own. I already have an office. Let me get out and start selling, and you will produce the work at home. And when we have enough business for you to quit your job, you could quit and go full time. And that's how we started. 6 months after that, we were both full time. And a few years fast forward, we had 15 full time employees.
Wow.
Our revenues hit $5 million per year. And we were, as you mentioned, on the Inc. 500, one of Canada's fastest growing companies. A small business, but fast growing.
Right.
One of the opportunities that came about, a supplier of ours, a photographer that I used, who also worked for another company. They owned an agency, small agency similar to ours, but their niche was travel and tourism marketing. And that's how I got into travel and tourism marketing. Opportunity came about to purchase this company. The owner was retiring. We didn't have a lot of money to be buying another company, but we seized the opportunity and worked out a deal with some vendor take-back financing, and we tripled the size of our agency with that acquisition. Got into travel and tourism, and so you gotta be always looking, keeping your eyes open, being available. There's an old saying. It says, "Fortune favors the bold." Like if you're able to be ready to take calculated risks and ready for opportunity. I don't believe in luck. There's no such thing as luck. Sort of like the more lottery tickets you buy, the luckier you're going to be, right? But I don't buy lottery tickets. But if you're out there and exposing yourself and being open to opportunities will find you. And then seizing the right ones. After that, we had a good long go with the company. Company's still running, but COVID hit us pretty hard. Being in a niche of travel and tourism marketing, all our clients are in the travel and tourism realm. My partner retired in January of 2020. We finalized the deal. And March 2020, I lost all my clients.
Oh no!
Due to COVID. Didn't lose them, but most of them stopped operating and spending money on marketing. And around that time, I started a new brand, Radical Digital Agency, that you mentioned. And this is the company that I really like to talk to you about today. It's more focused on small business. I started this firm to help small and medium-sized enterprise be able to affordably go out in the market and with digital marketing service, like being able to handle their own digital marketing effectively. Yeah.
That's great. It's fascinating to hear about your transition through industries. And thank you, Edward, for sharing your journey. It's inspiring to see how your expertise evolved through such dynamic roles. Listeners, marketing is so much more than just promoting your business, it's about building genuine, meaningful connections with your audience. When you create an authentic bond, you're not just selling, you're engaging and building trust. A well thought out strategy aligned with your specific goals has the power to turn even the most challenging situations into exciting opportunities for growth. So, stay with us as we continue to share actionable and inspiring insights that will help you take your marketing to the next level. Now, next, we'll dive into these lessons that inspired the creation of Radical Digital Agency and its unique approach. I know you touched base a little, but let's delve deeper into it because transitioning from digital marketing to digital requires traditional marketing to digital, it requires a bold vision. So let's talk about Radical Digital Agency's journey. Edward, what inspired you to establish Radical and how does it empower small businesses?
Well, really, we have worked with some large companies, and we've worked with medium and small. And the challenge has always been with this smaller and medium is budgets,
Mm-hmm.
right? They'd like to be able to to effectively initiate like digital campaigns or any kind of marketing campaigns. But budget's always an issue. So with Radical, um, what we have is all it's all online, digital tool chest or dashboard. First of all, everything starts with a web presence.
Mm-hmm.
So we set up and design and develop a web presence for our clients, not just a website, but something that will convert potential customers, browsers into clients, right? And then you have a tool chest in the background that you can log into that allows you to update the website yourself. It has a CRM, a contact database, collect subscribers. You're able to design your own newsletter and e-blast through the dashboard. Um, you can optimize your site for search engines. You can run Google ad campaigns, social ad campaigns, and post to your social media accounts all in the one dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
There are even more advanced tools that are covered in that, and this basically allows our our clients to be able to handle their own marketing through the dashboard without paying large fees to an agency.
Right.
Okay. um, uh, it's basically the whole package. I don't want this to sound like a commercial. I'm just trying to illustrate how affordable it is. It's like under $80 a month.
Wow.
It includes your web hosting as well, but we provide all the training and support. If you have any problems, there's no one else to
Mm-hmm.
contact for your website needs, like web hosting and all that is included as well. Um, and if you'd like to outsource some, like maybe you don't want to do certain things yourself, we're still there to help you. You could hire us to handle certain aspects for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the flexibility of still working with an agency on certain things and handling certain things yourself.
That's a fantastic model, Edward. I mean, giving SMEs the tools and support to manage their marketing independently. To all the small business owners listening, remember, digital marketing isn't a race to finish line. It's a long, evolving journey. And success in this space is rooted in consistency, fueled by creativity, and thrives on the ability to adapt to change. In today's crowded and competitive market, standing out means staying true to your vision while being open to innovation. So keep your focus, stay creative, and embrace the changes ahead. And of course, stay tuned as we share practical strategies that you can implement to make a difference in your business today. Up next, let's discuss digital marketing trends that every small business owner should watch for because marketing service often they come in two flavors. One is that is self-managed or fully managed. So let's
Hmm.
break that down and break down the benefits for both. Edward, can you explain the concept of DIY tool chest and how it compares to done for you marketing?
Well, that's a great question. Well, done for you marketing is what we're most commonly used to, right? You need to hire someone, say to update your website or to set up your website, or you need to hire someone. You want to have someone manage your social media or optimize your website for SEO. different services like that. Our agency can do those for you, but the tool chest provides you all the tools and that for you to do it yourself or one of your staff members to do it yourself.
Amazing.
Yeah, but we're still there to assist, help, answer questions, and we provide the training as I mentioned. So you have the flexibility. You don't have to choose one or the other. Most of our clients kind of do a hybrid. They'll maybe do most of what they need through the tool chest, but there's a couple things they want some more help or they want a more advanced campaign or where we're there to help them with. I don't know if that answered the question.
Absolutely. That's such a game changer for small businesses. I mean, giving them the control while offering expert support is a perfect balance indeed. But in your experience, Edward, which approach do small businesses prefer and why?
I think the trend is towards do it yourself, right? And what's happening is small business owners are out there, they want to do it themselves and they don't quite know how, or they're doing it but not effectively and they don't know what's they have no one to talk to. You sign up to multiple services for your do it yourself and now you find yourself paying 5 or 6 different online services with no human being to talk to or help you. And this is where we kind of have a hybrid of it, but rather than 5 or 6 services, you have one dashboard where everything is in one location.
Yeah, that makes it simple.
But
Makes it
I think
accessible too.
they do prefer to do it themselves, but they don't want to be alone.
They like that backing support too.
Yeah.
That's insightful, Edward. I mean, knowing these options allow SMEs to choose what fits their needs best is all that matters. Stay with us. After the break, we'll uncover the secrets to creating a robust online presence for your small business.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. You still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep. Healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah. Well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep. That's all us. That's all UPS.
Four billion people check their email every day. That's 4 billion missed opportunities if your message doesn't make it. To reach your customer's inbox, you need a winning strategy. And Constant Contact delivers. Literally, over 97% deliverability. Elevate your email game with easy-to-use templates, writing assistants powered by AI, and in-depth metrics. Ensuring your email is flawless, delivered, and read. Constant Contact delivers. Give it a try.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
connect and recharge,
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back. Let's dive into some practical tips for small businesses to thrive in the digital space. Now we discuss actionable tips for SMEs to build a strong digital presence because, Edward, in today's digital-first world, having a strong online presence is so crucial for survival. So let's explore this topic a bit further. What are the most critical steps for small businesses to establish a compelling digital presence?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. I brought a little visual.
Wow.
I call this the I call this the building the foundational online marketing presence. It's like a little pyramid. If you were to go on our website, you could click and download the 27-page PDF. Okay. And basically that outlines what you're asking. The most important foundation of your digital marketing presence is your website.
Right.
Okay. All the conversions to clients are going to happen on your website. Okay. Of course, referrals are still number one. Most of the clients we talk to, where do you get your clients from? Referrals. Great. But one thing that you need to remember, if I was to refer, or if you were to refer me to somebody, Ed's a great guy, he has a great service, give him a call. What's the first thing people do? They go to the website, check it out. They're gonna go to the website, and they're gonna make a decision. Yeah, this sounds interesting. It might be for me. I'm going to reach out to them. Or what they see, whatever reason, didn't excite them, and they don't call you or contact you, even though you were referred by a friend or an associate. So the website is where the conversion happens, even from a word of mouth referral, from other marketing or advertising you might be doing, email, social media, search engine. You click on it, what happens? You go to the website, you make a decision. Is this something that I want? Am I going to explore it further? Reach out to the company? So you need to have a website that will communicate your offering, your value proposition, your unique distinctive offer, differentiate you from your competitors, clearly articulating what it is that you offer and do. Okay, user friendly and all the rest, but really designed for conversions, to convert those people to leads or contacts, right? Before you do any other marketing, you have to have that, or else you're wasting your money. What's the point of having a lot of inbound marketing and then it doesn't convert at your website? They just bounce, right?
Right.
And then my pyramid, the next level after that is content. Okay? Content is still, I like to say, content is king, right? You've heard that expression. Now, you cannot trick Google into, ranking you higher on SEO artificially. They don't work. Right. Okay. What we need to remember is those clients are not our clients yet. They're Google's clients.
True.
How did Google become the number one search engine? I don't know if you're old enough to remember, there were hundreds, if not thousands, of search engines back in the old days.
Right.
Right? If I wanted to look for something, I would have to spend about half an hour going on 10 different search engines to find the content I wanted. That was really good because it was quicker than driving down to the library. So everybody was really happy about that. Oh, in half an hour I could find what I want. Today, half an hour is not acceptable. Like, you want to search, you want the first thing to be what you're looking for.
True.
Google became the best at doing that. And how did they become the best? By actually giving the relevant content. So trickery doesn't work. You can forget about all the tricks and all the companies promising to put you on the first page of Google. Most of the time that stuff backfires and actually hurts you. Developing great content that your audience, your target market is actually looking for. When they're researching to purchase your product or service, think about what they might be researching and have valuable, informative, not advertising or promoting yourself, but actual, interesting content that will educate them on your product.
Right.
And they will spend time on your website learning, right? They came for that content, and then they discover, wait a minute, this company is providing exactly what I want. Maybe I should purchase from them potentially, right? So that is number one. So work on your content. People call it, there's a blog format on websites. That's the format. I don't like to call it blogs. You can call it, where you keep your insights, your knowledge base or whatever, and keep that. The more content you can have, the more touch points Google can have to refer business to you, right? Once you have a good bit of valuable content, then you can work on the next tier, which is optimizing that content for
Right.
search engines, making sure your website is search engine friendly and be able to index that content. Now, this could take a lot of time.
Right.
People say, oh, well, organic search is free. Yeah, it's not. It's free. You're not paying per click, but it takes a lot of time and investment. And if you need some business right away,
Mm-hmm.
then we have pay per click, right, or paid
Right.
search ads. So that's my next level on the pyramid. And then we go on to, as time progresses and you're developing a database of contacts, then you can start marketing to them, or touch points monthly, weekly, or more often, depending on your industry, what's acceptable, and keeping in touch with these clients.
Mm-hmm.
There's a saying that you need to make contact with a potential client about 8 times before they
Right.
can convert to a client. And then lastly, on my pyramid, social media is last. Now, for some businesses and industries, it could be something that you delve into sooner.
Right.
But for me, I put it later because it does take a lot of time, money, and investment there as well. And depending on your product, it can be very good. But on certain products, I prefer to use SEO and Google pay-per-click, because when people are searching, they have that credit card in their hand and they're ready to buy, rather than looking at their friend's dog on social media.
That's a very smart example. But those were excellent points,
Yeah.
Edward. It's clear that consistency and strategy are essential in the digital realm. But how can businesses, they can track and measure their progress effectively in this journey?
Right. Well, there's many different ways. It depends on your industry how you track. Our tool chest also provides very detailed analytics from where the traffic's coming from, where they're spending their time on your website, their journey through your website, where they click from here to here to there. So you have very good insights there, and you could see how you can improve your web presence and that sort of thing. Then, of course, tracking your ROAS, return on advertising spend, tracking what it costs to convert a client from a lead to a client, and then tracking where you spend your money and the return on investment on each marketing spend. So ones that aren't working so well, you can put aside, invest more money on the ones that are converting. Those are some examples.
Oh, that's fantastic advice, Edward. I mean, your insights on building digital presence are invaluable. Listeners, the future of marketing is all about innovation and staying ahead of the curve. Whether it's harnessing the power of artificial intelligence, creating personalized experiences, or adopting emerging trends, the businesses that embrace these shifts will be the ones to thrive. It's not about just keeping up, it's about staying ahead and leading the change. As we dive into today's discussion, take notes, reflect, and think about how these insights can transform your approach to marketing. Together, let's prepare for the exciting possibilities ahead. For our final topic, we'll focus on trends that are shaping the future of digital marketing for small businesses, because the digital marketing landscape, it's constantly evolving. So let's talk about what's next, Edward. Edward, what are the top trends small businesses should prepare for in the coming years?
Well, responsive mobile has been around a long time, but many small businesses still haven't embraced it. Their websites are not responsive, meaning changing for the different devices that people may be viewing your website on, mobile and tablet. Mobile smartphones is the most popular. Probably about 70% of traffic to your website is going to be through mobile. You need to have seamless e-commerce integration.
Right.
Okay. If you see something you like to purchase, if it's a product, one click, Apple Pay makes it very simple. I don't have to fill out 5 pages of forms, and it's very ease of purchase, right? So that's another thing. Live chat on your website, where you're able to chat with your client live. And these are all things that we provide included in our website toolbox.
Right.
As an owner of one of our websites, if you're using our service, you get an app on your phone. If somebody would like to chat with you live on your website, you'll get a ding and you could chat with them live no matter where you are.
Mm.
And then AI everybody's talking about AI. And I would suggest any small business owner spend some time in researching that and learning a little more about AI and see how you can integrate it into your business. I asked an AI professional, how can I learn more about AI? And who's going to train me?
Right.
And the answer he said was, ask AI to train you.
Yeah.
Just ask AI, what can I do this or that?
Teach me how.
On artificial,
Yeah.
yes, you can do it. How do I do it?
Right.
I used to spend a lot of time, well, you guys are doing video editing, as a hobby of mine. And just last week, I went to a friend's quinceañera party, and I just recorded some video at the place. And then I thought, hey, I don't want to spend all day editing this. Can artificial intelligence edit my video for me? And I was not too surprised, but within 10 minutes, bingo, I had an edited video.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no doubt that emerging trends like AI and personalization, they indeed sound promising. And it's an exciting time for everybody, especially for small businesses, Edward.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Edward, we've had so much fun to have you on the show here. You've shared some insightful points throughout. And as we close and before we let you go, what is that one final piece of advice that you'd like to share with our small business owners that are looking to transform their marketing strategies?
Well, be yourself, be unique, be different, clearly articulate what it is about you that's different. Make sure you communicate your product or services quality. Personalization, as you mentioned, is a big thing going forward, and different tools in AI will help you personalize to your customers through digital means, and really have a clearly articulated value proposition. That's what I would suggest. And back to the website, your website should communicate all that.
Thank you so much, Edward, for your time and your expertise with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it.
Today, we explored marketing insights with Edward Radonic, a veteran marketer with decades of experience. We discussed how SMEs can empower themselves with innovative digital strategies and tools. A special thanks to our partners, RBC, UPS, Constant Contact, IAG, and Google for supporting this initiative. To our listeners, don't forget to visit CanadianSME.ca and subscribe to the magazine for more valuable content. See you in the next episode where we bring you more inspiring stories and actionable advice.